Attachment, what is it actually? And why is it so important to address it? You might think that attachment is beautiful. I'm attached to this boy, girl. I'm attached to the relationship. I am attached to my friends. Whatever it is that we are attached to, it's good. But I'm not so sure. At least what I think is that it's the being conscious of exactly why and how it actually affects our lives. What if I am attached because I had to look into my own life and really go and see it in the smallest, subtlest way to see what my needs and how it affected me. And it was I started in the most easiest thing, and it was like, why do I ask people or friends, would you like a cup of coffee? Shall I bring you a cup of coffee? And I had to go back and think, well, is it just to be nice? Is it just to be this friendly, good-hearted person? Or is there something else further back in that aspect? And I was so surprised, this is many, many years ago, and I was so surprised to find that actually before all of these things, it is that I want to be seen as this good, nice, loving person that I want everyone to see me. And that made me actually look at a lot of different things in from everything from helping the elderly lady pass the street, helping a child with something, being there for somebody else, before even thinking of why am I asking this person, why am I doing these things? I just did it on autopilot. Everything I did that was outside myself, I did on autopilot. And that made me question everything I did. And with people around me too. I started to observe, why do people do this and this? Is it because it's just they think it's a part of themselves? Or is it actually something else behind it that drives us to do these things? And this might not be easy to see, but what I found out is that it's so important to actually go beyond, further back to see, because that's where the issues we usually deal with, or that we haven't seen yet, but that is our main thing that gets us into trouble, said in a very easy way. And it wasn't very pretty. The sight wasn't nice at all. It was actually quite horrendous, seeing how I needed to be loved. I needed to be seen. I needed to get affection. I needed to be recognized. I needed all these different things. That's why not that I wasn't a good person, that I wasn't a nice person, that my heart was in it. But if I went for long enough back, I could see that it had some other issues as well. So back to being attached. Why is it important to look at that subject? Well, I think, and this is just my perception, like everything else I talk about here, it's my perception, and that's important. You have to find yours, but it might give you some leads, anything that might help you. And attachment is, for me, it's a crutch. And it's okay with crutches as well. But if I do that too many times every single day, every single week, every single month, and it becomes years and further on, then it is taking away my mission in life. It's taking away me, who I am supposed to be, because I keep leaning on to things outside myself. And attachment is one of them. It's like being rejected. We all hate to be rejected. And why? Because we were taught that rejection is not something nice. We were taught to be nice, pretty, say yes, say thank you, do all these things that kept other people happy and content with who we're supposed to be, so they could show us off. And it's not only about our parents or teachers. I mean, it goes generations back. It goes lives back, if you believe in past lives. So what happens to our own voice, our own sentences, our own who we were actually born to be. It was kind of forgotten in all these things that we do to satisfy everyone around us. And that's where attachment comes in. It's like a creepy word. We get attached to situation. If it's in a relationship, especially in a relationship, love relationship, we have more attachment than we do with other things around us. Naturally enough, because all the emotions are involved as well. And that makes it even harder. If somebody doesn't answer back to your needs, your expectations, in comes along attachment. Oh, but I have this attachment towards you. Who am I? Why are you not delivering? This is feeling uneasy. It's feeling difficult. And then thought spin start. The difficult part, the doubting, everything, doubting in the partner, the doubting in yourself, all these things happen. And it happens like in a quarter of a second and it continues. And we use so much time, we spend so much time in this feeling of not being happy because we are attached to somebody else's opinion, somebody else's feelings, somebody else's. We made that story already. It's already ready-made. And when that starts to move and it's not the same as we made it into be, then hell is loose. And our attachment is like being in a boat, a rocky boat on a stormy night. We feel unsafe. That's why it's so important to detach. What happens if I just have a loved one and we're on the same level? I don't have any expectations. I don't have any needs. I'm trying to fulfill my needs. He loves me or she loves me anyway. But she doesn't have any responsibility for make me happy or to keep me happy. I have to do that myself. And for me to find that path, for me to be able to do that, or you be able to do that, you have to detach. You have to detach from the stories of why you do things. You have to detach from the coffee you want to bring to your loved ones or anyone. You have to detach from your expectations. You have to detach from the emotion it brings to you because it's based on the wrong fundament. And that's where we come back to us. To me and to you, we need to find our own inner center, strength, love, not least self-love is so important that we don't need to attach to anybody else. We can just focus, trust in ourselves, believe in ourselves, then love will actually be peace, which I think it was always meant to be. Nothing else. So look at your attachment. I'm looking at mine every day and it's shitty and it's hard and it's not pretty at all, but it's such a gift afterwards when you see that you need to detach and when you manage to detach, that it's such a beautiful feeling just staying present in your life, and whatever comes along is nice and whatever doesn't come along, that's okay too. So have a beautiful, beautiful Friday without